in America that we got to characterize it as the free state of Florida? That's unfortunate, but I want to tell you I'm the chairman of the House Freedom Caucus. Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida. They don't want to mention founding member of the Freedom Caucus, Ron DeSantis. So, look, I come from Pennsylvania. We got a great Commonwealth. Unfortunately, there's tyranny in the governor's office. There's tyranny. And I want to talk to you about tyranny today. Tyranny from China. Now, people say, well, I've been listening to Gordon, I listen to Stubby right now, and KT, I think I got it, but I want to put some more meat on the bones for you. Say, well, what do I need to know? Why do I care? China's way over there. And what am I going to do about it? What can I do about it? So we're going to talk about that really, really quickly. So what's happening in China? Let's go back to how it started generally for us. First of all, you have to concede this. You just have to suspend reality for yourself. You're going to find this shocking. But this premise is true. Your government, federal government, the United States government of America, has lied to you for your whole life, generally speaking, about China. They've just lied. Just accept that they have lied to you. They told you that they were a strategic ally, that they were a strategic competitor. Let me tell you, it's not Gordon say this. It's not KT saying this. This is the Chinese Communist Party. The United States is their enemy. That's what China says. That's what China says. That's the context that we're in. Now, in 1999, so we got to take this home. In 1999, our leaders, President of the United States, Bill Clinton, and a Republican Congress voted to let China into the World Trade Organization. Remember, the government lied to them and us as well. So they voted to let China in. China was going to do all kinds of things, like have a free and open market economy. They were going to have reciprocity where we could go sell goods and services there and they did here. China has done none of that and has never intended to do any of that. Now, our leaders used hope. Hope. That's what they used to say, well, China's going to do the right thing. They actually believed that that was the plan. And I'll tell you how I know that. Because also in 1999, the Chinese Communist Party stole secrets of every single one of our thermonuclear ballistic missiles, every single one of them in our arsenal. And still, even after that, with the plan of being hope, they said, well, we're going to welcome them into the World Trade Organization. And what is the World Trade Organization? It governs and says that these nations got to all play by the same set of rules. But it's crazy in that each member of the World Trade Organization determines its own status. And China considers itself a developing nation. Now, they started out in 1999 with a $1 trillion economy. They are now at $15 trillion, arguably the first or second economy in the world, but still calling themselves a developing economy, a developing country. Ladies and gentlemen, they have no interest in doing what's good for us. They have an interest in ruling the world, which is why they rule and control their people through all kinds of, it's already been mentioned. I mean, the disappearances, the extrajudicial killings, the rapes, the disappearances of people, the concentration camps. In 2022, concentration camps happening in this world, and yet your government will tell you, we got to trade with these folks, they'll be our friends. Ladies and gentlemen, they want to rule their people and they want to rule the world. Why should you care? Why should you care? Because they're way over there, we're way over here. Well, you should care because it's also about what they want to do with the US dollar. Now, it's going to be hard to make the US dollar not the reserve currency, the way goods or services are traded all around the world with the US dollar. But if you're going to be the dominant country on the planet, you can't have that if you're China. So what they want to do is make a global digital currency. And they have friends. They have friends in the United States who want to do it. They have friends like Christine Lagarde from the Central Bank of Europe that all want to do this. And once they have a digital currency that is global, what do they have? It's not just the exchange of money for services. It's not just the way we trade goods and services. Cash or money becomes something else. And what it becomes is control, which is what they want to do not only to their own people. KT mentioned the Belt and Road Initiative. Sure, they go to other countries, they pay off dictators that just want to take the money, and they're happy to do it. The Chinese Communist Party is a thugocracy. It is a group of criminals that are running a country. They'll give them the money because they know they're going to get the asset. They don't care if the thug goes away later. They want the asset because they want control, and they're gaining control. That's why you should care, because once they have a digital currency and control of that, they'll know every single purchase you make. They'll know if you're going to make it. And when you make it, if you want to buy a Trump hat, maybe, if it was made in China, but probably not. Maybe just used to identify you as a problem and disappear you. That's why you should care. Now, people say, well, what can I do about it? I'm just a nobody that came to CPAC. I'm living in my country trying to get along. What can I do about it? Ladies and gentlemen, you can do a lot about it. You got a loud voice, and when politicians, when elected officials tell you something that doesn't make any sense to you, you got to say, hold on a second. I'm supposed to buy stuff from these people that want to burn my house down? How many of you invite your neighbor down the street that hates you to come into your home and burn your house down? Why would we do it with our country? Right? I'm supposed to come out here and tell you about what we can do to support our allies against China. What we can do is support ourselves first, right? You put your mask on first before you put it on your child. We need a strong America, and we need candidates and representatives and elected officials that will do that. That's what we need. And we don't have it, ladies and gentlemen, at any level. We don't have it. When you talk to people that are running for office, you might ask them a lot of things. I like the question, people that are running for federal office, what is the Constitution about? What's the federal government about? It's an easy answer for me. Secure my rights. Stop. Right? Anybody says something other than that, I think they're missing it, but it's easy for me. But no one's ever asked candidates, what are you going to do about China? What would you do if you were elected? We need to start asking the question because we need to know. Too many of our elected officials, business leaders, are selling our country out. It's too powerful. And we cannot have it anymore. It has to be a question that you ask people that are running for office. It has to be a demand of you, their bosses, that you say, look, where are you on China and what would you do? And they better have an answer like, I, if I could, would label the Chinese Communist Party a transnational criminal organization because that's what it is, and we should go prosecute every one of them. We should decouple from China, and we should hold them accountable. Ladies and gentlemen, if we don't do that, we are long into this now, very, very long into this. We are way behind. Most Americans just woke up to this 2 years ago when the pandemic happened because they've been told by their government for their whole lives that China was just a strategic competitor. It is not, ladies and gentlemen. It is the enemy of the United States. It is your enemy, and we must do something about it, and we must have leaders that will stand up for our country. God bless you. Stay in the fight.